What is up, Impact Squad? In today's video, I want to actually talk about the Man of Steel 2 and what they can do. I guess it's J.J. Abrams or something, but what he can do, or whoever's writing it, to make Superman more relevant than what he has been in the past. But before I start this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and post a comment below, because I do respond to your comments, and we can actually hold a full conversation if you guys want. If I see it, I will respond to it, because what I notice about the Man of Steel is that people have a hard time making a good Superman movie or a good Superman video game. And one of the ways for them to fix Man of Steel is just turn Superman to what the Superman that we all know and love. That's what people wanted. They didn't want the way Zack Snyder had Superman. They didn't want that type of Superman. They didn't want Injustice version of Superman. They wanted the Superman that's the symbol of hope, that is more human than even Batman, for example. That is the character that they wanted. And I think in order for him to do a Man of Steel 2, the first step is creating a great story and a good bad guy. And to me, there's two great storylines that I am specifically looking at that will be, to me, really interesting. The first one is the God Slayer, Lakal, who came to Earth to kill Lex Luthor because Lex Luthor was going to be the new Darkseid, and he wanted to prevent that. And by him preventing that, it will prevent the end of the world. And Superman was forced to protect Lex Luthor from Lakal and his teammate that for some reason I drew a blank on. They could do that storyline, because that storyline was really good. And I would recommend anybody to go read that Superman story. Or they can do the Superman story, What Happened to Truth, Justice, and the American Way, where it's about this superhero team. We're going to call them the Elite, because they was the Elite in the animated TV show about it. And they came in with Manchester Black, and they ended up killing villains. And they had like Metropolis thinking that heroes should kill, and that Superman was old news because Superman didn't want to kill, felt like you shouldn't kill your opponent, but they did. And it's an interesting story because it begs the question, should heroes kill or not? When you ask around the public and as fans, people say, well, if it was me, I would kill the Joker, or I would kill this person. But you are there to protect your neighborhood, or you're protecting Earth. Is that really a good idea with the power that you have? And I think that's a great story that they should do for Man of Steel 2. I know Henry Cavill has been talking about it and feel like Superman is extremely relevant, and Superman is. Warner Brothers just need to get on the ball and make sure that they get the right type of story, the right type of director that could pull it off, because Superman can be relevant to modern audience. I just gave you two storylines that they can do. Or they can introduce Jonathan Kent, and with the introduction of Jonathan Kent, that brings a whole new dynamic to Superman. Or they can do the Eradicator. That's a nice villain that they could use after General Zod. Or, another storyline they can do is like the Toy Man. The Toy Man gets these apocalypse toys from like Darkseid, who ends up giving him some items or something to battle Superman. You can do that. That is in the realm of possibilities. That's another storyline that they could do. That's a creation type story, but you can utilize that where now Superman has to fight Darkseid stuff, because I don't know about you guys, but Darkseid should have been the main bad guy in Justice League. Let's be honest. It should have been Darkseid. It shouldn't have been Darkseid Uncle. And I have why am I drawing a blank on who this dude is? But it shouldn't have been Darkseid's uncle. It should have been Darkseid. And I think that they should reboot the D6 and starting with Superman again. And when they do Superman, do the 2 or 3 storylines I told you, and then you build towards Darkseid, and then the Justice League movie will be Darkseid. I mean, I don't know why they be making this stuff difficult. Like, why? Why, Warner Brothers? Why? Because to me, Man of Steel wasn't bad at all. The first Man of Steel with General Zod, that wasn't bad at all. But to the modern fan and to Superman fans, it was completely horrible. I'm a Superman fan too, and so I do understand what people gripe was. But to me, I just felt like, okay, maybe he's just building the character to be the Superman we all know and love. Because even though I didn't agree with some of the stuff that Zack Snyder was doing with Man of Steel, I was like, well, dude, why? Like, some of this didn't make any sense. I still personally like the movie, and after this video, I'm actually going to go watch it because I actually do like the movie. It's just like, I understand why it was considered the worst movie of 2017. And then the way they built the DC Extended Universe, they didn't do that. I felt like they did a poor job with it, because you started with Man of Steel, then you just do Batman versus Superman, Dawn of Justice, when you could have just did Man of Steel, Batman, Man of Steel 2, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Cyborg, Flash, Green Lantern, and then do Darkseid. And then you could do you'd be on Man of Steel 3. But they didn't. You know, they did it their weird way. And yeah, the DC Extended Universe is struggling right now, and that's Warner Brothers, and Warner Brothers don't know how to handle this situation. So that's why I'm saying, me, a small YouTuber, gave you 3 storylines that you can do. That's what you can do with Superman to make him more relevant. Not Superman is just because he has all this power, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to focus on, oh, we need somebody to just collide fists with, because you can actually do somewhat a thought process where Superman has to think as well, think about his actions. Is this action going for every action he makes, there's always a consequence, and he has to choose the best course of action. Because he's the symbol. He's the symbol of hope. That's what the S stands for. That's where Warner Brothers and I think fans be missing the boat with. Too many people like Batman too much. Batman is like their moneymaker, but Batman's just easier to make because he has no powers. And he has a great rich villain set. So he's like simple to make. Most people who like grounded characters, it's easier. Stop being lazy. Put forth effort in a Man of Steel 2 story. Put forth effort into make a Superman relevant. The source material is right in front of you. Take part of it. You don't got to do everything panel by panel, word for word. You take the parts of it, and then you could put your own emphasis to it. But if you're going to put your own emphasis to it, don't try to make it out of the ordinary. Because that's what Zack Snyder did. People wanted him to use Grant Gustin, the guy who's doing the Flash TV show now. People wanted him. He used someone else, saying he had too much respect for it. And that's all I'm saying. Look at the Superman on the TV show. He's getting his own TV show from the CW. But Tyler, I'm not even going to say his last name. I'm just going to call it Tyler H. People enjoy that Superman. They feel like he's a fun character. He's a fun Superman because he feels like Superman somewhat. So if a TV show gets that right, why can't you, Warner Brothers, get it right? Why can't y'all, the movies, watch how they did it and then do the same thing? Make Superman fun. He's a fun character. Make him fun. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I think Man of Steel 2 will be incredible if they do it right. I'm hoping they do it right. Because Man of Steel 1, the first one, I personally liked it, but it has some faults. It has some major faults. Not only that, when you look at Dawn of Justice, the Doomsday that they were fighting wasn't even the real Doomsday. Like, that's the crazy, weird stuff that they were doing with the DC Extended Universe. And, it's like, what? You don't got to take Death of Superman. I'd rather them not do Death of Superman in a movie, even though they kind of did with Batman Dawn of Justice, Batman versus Superman Dawn of Justice. But I kind of stay away from that. Do the other storylines because they're much better. They're more intense. Oh, one more thing. They can use the story arc with the supervillain known as Wraith. That's an acronym. I can't remember off the top of my head. Where it's a dude that can now turn into some monster like the Hulk or something, and he was like I want to say he was part of the military. Superman fought him, and it forced Superman to like utilize his Kryptonian martial arts. He was hitting him in pressure points and stuff using his X-ray vision. Those are, I'm telling y'all, those are things that they can do. That's four story arcs I didn't gave. So what's up, Warner Brothers? What's good? Y'all gonna give us the Superman we want or what? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But if you are new to Power Impact Comics, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, baby, and peace out. Oh, and drop a comment because I want to have a discussion with y'all. Let's have a discussion. What do you guys think about Man of Steel 2? I am open to you guys' opinions, your thought processes on that. And you can follow me on Twitter at Power Impact Comics, and you can follow me on Instagram at Power Impact Comics. Peace out.